How's it, everyone? All my fellow collectors, scalers from 1/6 up to legendary size 1/1. Let's not forget the aliens either. Welcome to another edition of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Right, today we're doing my Grail of Grails. Before this guy came out, I was Christian Bale and Michael Keaton all the way. But this guy has taken over. Ben Affleck as Batman from Batman vs. Superman. Fantastic piece, really is. Everything about him is just top notch. Except the cape. It's the old Hot Toys curse. Batman never seems to come with a nice cape. So at the moment, he's got a Lucky Chandra Unreal Customs cape on. I've got 3 capes for this guy. I've got the wired one, also from Lucky Chandra, and I've got the drape cape, also from Lucky Chandra. Really, really dope piece. There's his stand, the Superman logo lifts up, so you can also entertain some poses with that, which I did at one stage. I had him in a pose like that with the Jada 132 Justice League Batmobile at his feet, and it looked quite dope, I must admit. Very muscular build. You can see all the muscles under the suit, which is awesome. A lot of the guys, when it first came out, were moaning about the bat signal of where it should be, the bat signal, the bat emblem on his chest, and where it should be in relation to the cowl. I agree with them because it is a movie masterpiece, so it should be right. But for me, it's all about visual, and for me, the visual is just perfect. I love him. It's a figure I hope never I have to sell. Let's go over his accessories and stuff. There's his art box, which is a scene of the bat signal in Gotham, lit up the sky. You get Superman and bats. Or is it all just bats? No, it's all just bats. My bad. Let's go in and have a look. Sorry, you can see my spotlight there. Dope box. Understated, yet classy. It's got the same material as the suit. You come down here, there's the tech cowl, which I surmise is the cowl that's under the armored Batman suit. But I could be wrong. That cowl there is a cowl, the actual bat cowl there is a cowl that came with a third-party cowl and cape that you could hang on a stand. So what I did is I cut the cowl out to use with that head sculpt, and it actually looks quite dope. That's the piece that comes with the figure for you to use. I'm on about this piece here now, to use that head sculpt. It comes with change out face plates. The piece in between the eyes and the faceplate there is a piece of the neck that we all customize. You just pull it apart and it allows the cowl to sit better. The head sculpt I will show you more of as we go along. For now, it's just there as an accessory. There's the eyes. You can change the eyes, and that's what that stick is for, to enable you to change the eyes. You get looking forward, looking left, and looking right. You get various hands for holding the weapons. And if you can see there, he's got, let's have a look, the branding iron in that hand. I always leave it in the hand. I don't know why. He comes with some wrist pegs, the grenade launcher, and grappling gun. Over here you have some batarangs. You have these 2 on the metal rods are for the grappling gun to fit in the end. You have various other grappling gun attachments that go straight into the end of the grappling gun. You have an open grenade and a closed grenade. And then over here, the piece de la resistance is his sniper rifle. Mine came with the spring on the other side all stretched. Let me just try and move the light down so you can see that better. There we go. So that's the sniper rifle. Very dope piece, very accurate, and lots of things happen with it. You can cock it and the whole move. So yeah, very nice piece. Got the compensator on the end. Very nice piece indeed. Let me just take that back there. Okay, let's get back. There's the head sculpt there. You can see him. It's nice, eh? And obviously there's the obligatory instruction manual behind him. So maybe this gives you a better angle, better view. But we'll be going into all this stuff as I dress him. I've also, as I said, I've got 3 capes for him. The cape that he's got in at the moment. And I've got the wired cape and the draped cape. So we'll get into some dope action poses. And yeah, set the style of the video. Beautiful piece though. And a lot of those say he doesn't pose for shit, but he does. You can get some dope poses out of him. You just got to be cognizant of the suit, because I've seen a lot of the guys, but it's in humid countries where the suit is peeled. I've also seen over here in the UK where the stitching under the arms and the stitching in the crotch area in between the legs comes apart from posing, you know. So you just got to be careful, like any other Hot Toys figure. But yeah, beautiful piece, eh? He's so dope. He took over in my affection from Christian Bale. Although my quarter scale QS01 Dark Knight Rises and Dark Knight Batman, yeah, that has been my dream piece for years, and I finally got him. But as in the 1/6 scale, this so takes no prisoners. No prisoners whatsoever. There you can see he's got the looking straight at you eyes. I never change the eyes myself. I just leave those two, because you don't get much articulation out of the neck. So I suppose if you want to pose him, you can turn at the torso, but again, not much. I suppose the eyes then help to show direction, you know. But as I say, I never change them. The suit has been 303 wiped from new every 6 to 8 weeks. 8 to 12 weeks I'll do him, and I'll do my other Interbay Batman and the quarter scale Batman. You also get the Nightmare Batman, if you remember it from the movie, with the tan leather coat on and the 2 machine guns and the 1911 Colt 45 handgun. You get that as a kit. I've got that. I've since then bought 2 other jackets for him, but the trousers were a really bad fit. You put these green cargo pants over the legs and it was a really bad fit. I don't know if I just got a bad batch or what. Third party, but yeah, just didn't fit. So I've never really used it. I had him in the outfit when I first got it. It doesn't close nicely at the crotch area, the zip with Velcro. So I've never used it again. And now I'm sitting with 3 jackets for my Nightmare Batman outfit. I've pre-ordered Batman and Superman, black suit Superman, and Nightmare Batman from Hot Toys, comes out next year. So there'll be no need for the jackets and that, so I'm going to move them on. But custom cape is a must for all Batman fans who get Batman from Hot Toys. It just is. You can't do anything about it. They just don't seem to do well with the capes. None of them. The Michael Keaton 89 Batman, Christian Bale, the quarter scale one. I don't know what the new quarter scale Batman Begins that they did to come out with a Joker. I don't know what he's like. I've never heard much about the cape from him, to be honest. But I never had him, so I never followed the conversation or the posts about him. But the accessories are really cool. The accessories are really cool. From the technical helmet, to the Bruce Wayne head sculpt, the face plates, really, really nice. The hands are really beautifully detailed and bulky to go with the body. The weapons are nice. The grappling gun. There you can see those little clamps on the side of the grappling gun is to put extra clamps. So those two there would go in the side of the gun there. That's a grenade launcher with a pull-out stock. Plus the thing at the bottom there, I suppose, cocking mechanism, that works. You can actually put a grenade in there. Hence why you've got closed grenade and open grenade. So say there's these batarangs. I've got some metal ones lying around somewhere, but they're bloody sharp and I always end up cutting myself. There's the sniper rifle, which, as I say, is a beautiful bit of kit on its own. And then you get bats. Oh, sorry, the eyes. I didn't mention the eyes. Then you get the eyes. And a joystick to change them. So, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful piece, eh? I can see I'm going on for 12 minutes of wabbling on here. So let's get into the video and start doing some dope poses of this boy. I'll just pan out just so you can see all that he comes with. So it's quite a bit, eh? Sorry, cut off Batman's head. That's quite a bit that he comes with. And then if you throw in all the custom capes I've got for him and the jackets, it's quite a bit of kit for one figure. But as I say, he's my favorite, eh? Big time. No questions asked. He's my favorite. Okay. Let's leave him like that, looking deep into your eyes as he's just about to headbutt your neck. And drive that piece of bone right up into your brain, which is a myth, by the way. You can't do that. It's impossible to do. And I know they use it a lot in movies and people think it's true, where you hit under the nose and drive that bone. You can't do it. It doesn't happen like that. Okay. So, don't go anywhere. I'll see you on the flip. Okay, for this first action pose, I've put the mouth plate that comes with the Nightmare Batman kit. Looks really good on him. And he's also got the branding iron in his hand. Very easy to pose, ratchet shoulders. The arms move great at the elbows. The legs you can turn to face the direction that he's lunging or fighting. The feet are articulated at the ankles. He's still got the Lucky Chandra custom cape on. So custom touches at the moment would be the mouth plate and the cape. He's still got the staring straight ahead eyes. And he's in a bit of a fighting pose where he's going to be branding the next criminal that comes along. Hands are easy to swap out. Yeah, Very quick to get him in a pose. Obviously, you've got to spend some time footsing just to get the line right. But other than that, really dope to pose and really easy to pose. I've left that out so you can see it. So when you see it in every shot, or if I show a quick glance at it, you know why it's there. It was in the rooftop shot previously. So I just want to explain why it's there. But see how the abs, they kind of crunch and bunch up how they should on a normal human body, which is a very nice touch, eh? It's almost like he's got a fission underneath here, which he hasn't. There's padding in here. Some of the guys have padded out the chest, padded out the arms to make them bigger, and I must admit it does look 10 times better, and it moves the bat emblem to its proper place under the cowl. But I did the chest once, but then I heard everyone saying about the zips breaking at the back, and I thought, no, I'm not going that route, eh? So I changed it all back to standard. But I must admit, some of them look dope, eh? And I was telling you about some of the humidity issues with this figure. The grey around the suit peels off. It starts peeling. So this guy, I can't remember where he was from, Philippines, I think. He peeled all the grey off once it started, and he was left with this black undersuit with the bat logo on it. And I must admit, it almost looked better than this one. So I don't think it'll happen here in the UK. It only usually happens in humid countries. That goes for all figures, although the pleather does go here. Pleather does go. That deteriorates either brand new in the box that you've stored away, or just standing in your display cabinet. There's so many where they've got pleather problems. But as I say, there's the first pose. And he looks quite dope, eh? He looks the part. He's a beautiful figure. Really is. And he's got the beefiness to make this a terrifying Batman. I mean, can you imagine turning on your cell phone torch in the dark alley and seeing that coming towards you? You'd run a mile. If he let you. So yeah, there we have him. Screaming Alec. The face of Bruce Wayne when he's angry. But yeah, you see how I'm always amazed at this. You can put a figure in here and he stands out so vividly against the white. But Batman, it doesn't matter where you put him. He seems to darken wherever he is. Does that make sense? So he's like, now he becomes almost like a silhouette with the cape behind him, where you'd think in this type of light he would bounce, but no. And if I used a black backdrop, I doubt we'd even see him. Okay, that's enough of that pose. Let's go into some more action poses. So I'll see you on the flip. Right, so this is Bats with the grenade launcher and the drape cape. It's funny, I never know if I've got this bloody cape on the right way or not. But it is going over the cowl. It's got two little lips that go over the cowl, so I think I've got it right this time. He's got the grenade launcher in his hand, and he's standing firm on. No one is moving him. Not Superman, not gangsters, not thugs. That is one dope-alicious pose. I love it. So this is the first cape ever I got from Lucky Chandler, It's the drape cape, and I don't often see them around on BvS figures. They more go for the one that I had on just now, the one that just drapes down to the back. I've changed the mouth plate again. This is the one that comes with Hot Toys. There you can see he looks quite a mean mother. And yeah, another thing we all bitched about was this tab coming off the cowl. It's a bloody nightmare and it looks so unsightly, eh? But what do you think? That's a dope pose, eh? And he's not using a stand, he's not using a base. He's freestanding on his own, almost like free diving. Stupid joke. And yeah. When he's under the display lights, he looks so impressive, eh? Like this. I've always loved this cape from when I first got it. It wasn't my first custom cape. My first custom cape was the battle damaged cape for Michael Keaton, or the battle cape for Michael Keaton. And then obviously I got Tony May capes for my DX12 and my DX02. And I even was lucky enough, even though he's gone over to 1/12 a couple of years back, a year and a half back, I contacted him for a cape for my quarter scale Batman, the QS001, and Crystal, his wife, sold me hers. How nice is that? So yeah, back to the man in point. As I say, I've always loved him, from in the movies to the figure. He's such a dope piece. I know I say that word hundreds of times, but yes, this man, just the bulk of him and the sheer presence he has, especially if you can get him standing in a pose where the line is right, you know, because it took a lot of footsing to get him here. And as I say, I never know if I've got the bloody cape on right, but it is draped over the cowl with the tongues, so I'm surmising it's right. But just surmising. Can you see the detail on the grenade gun now? Very nice little weapon, that. Loads of detail, great paint app. And I don't know if you have noticed, but sins of all sins, you see where his belt joins in the middle there? It's got a little pillar that goes into a hole, but it's like those plastic press studs. They don't last. Anyway, I took the belt off the other day to dress him in the Nightmare Batman kit, and trying to put it back on, the thing snapped off. So now I've got two pieces of Velcro, sticky back Velcro holding it, which you don't really notice until it's pointed out, unless some of the sharp-eyed dudes have noticed. The guys from the Bat Chat, I'm sure, will. But yeah, I love this figure, eh? I could just go around him. He's like that, the quarter scale Joker. You can just go round him and round him. But you will soon get sick of that. Okay, so there's a 4-minute pose there. And I think he looks really dope, eh? He looks the part. Do you know what I mean? He looks the part. Fantastic, eh? Look how the cape folds around him. Yeah, very impressive cape, very impressive piece. So this is a 10 out of 10 for me. You know, I'm not a perfectionist. I know I'll never get it spot on. But for me, that would work in my display cabinet. And for me, that's what counts. Not what other people think, you know. Obviously, if your mate's a collector and he comes in, he says, yes, sis, why have you got the cape on back to front? You obviously say, no, I knew that. I was just trying it to see if it worked. Don't you think it works? But yeah, anybody else, they won't notice. I don't get many collectors that come around, except Mark Alexander. And he's a goodo. Always, he stopped collecting now. Family issues, you know, family comes first. Not family issues, just family comes first. When you've got 2 or 3 growing kids, yeah, figures are the least of your concerns, eh? So, yeah, Mark's the only one that visits me to come see what I've got. But with this COVID, he hasn't been able to visit, so shame, he hasn't seen any of the new pieces. So I'll leave you with that glare while I go away and sort out the next pose. So with that said, I'll see you on the flip. Okay, boys and girls, that's me back. I've now got the Unreal Customs wired cape on. And I didn't have a wired cape for ages. I always got the drape cape type of thing. And then when I got this one, I realized just how much I'd been missing out in action poses with the cape. Because you can do all sorts of weird and wonderful things with it to get him in such dope poses. And I don't know if you've noticed, but as you come away from him, and it's got nothing to do with the light, his black becomes blacker. And as you get in close, you can see the difference in the colors. It's amazing, eh? I suppose that's why he chose black, because he just melts into the background, eh? Even under bright lights. So now he's got the grappling gun with the extension dart in. He's got the spare darts there on the side of his grappling gun. Real nice bit of kit. It just adds a bit more flow to the figure. I've changed the faceplate so he's not so angry anymore. He's just going for a quick grappling gun ride. But look at that cape, eh? And it's double skinned. So it's so thick and luxurious. It's really, really nice. And the drape cape you seen just now was Lucky's first cape for this figure. And it really works well. But this wired cape was one of his more recent runs. Wasn't so long ago that I got it, actually. And as I say, yeah, I've missed out on so much for posing options with this cape. And I just love it now. I just love it. He done such a magnificent job on it, eh? So now I'm looking to get a wired cape for my QS001. But he looks nice, eh? I think so anyway. I've changed the mouth plate for a more, we are just a Ben Affleck mouth plate, I suppose. There's no real expression, or although he is gritting his teeth, but not gritting his teeth in a snarl or anything, just yeah, doing the Batman thing. Let's see how he looks from below. Yeah, I could live with that. That's really dope. As I say, the cape lends itself to so many poses. And I was of the same ilk. I used to say, this Batman can't pose for shit. But then I seen one of my friends' poses, Flash Sawyer, from my Bat Chat. I seen his poses, and yeah, since then I try and pose him as much as I can, because I know he can do it. You just can't leave him in these action poses because the suit stretches, and it takes it is memory fabric, but it takes ages to come back to normal. And you don't want to be putting stresses on the sewing that's under the arms and the crotch. But he looks dope, eh? Look at that, man. Batman, Batman. All he needs is a wee robin. A wee robin. But I've always liked El Manor loner Batman. I was never into Batman and Sidekick. But I mean, I grew up watching Batman and Robin, you know, on British TV when I was a kid before we moved to South Africa. So I've always, you know, had an affiliation with Batman. As I say, I used to collect action men as a kid. And I remember on my chest of drawers, I had a Viking warrior and a Buckingham Palace guard. And tons and tons and tons of action men. And their vehicles. I had the tank, I had the Jeep. And I can't remember if I had the helicopter. But yeah, anyone that's on the fence about these wide capes, I'd go for it, eh? They really are a very nice accessory to have. It gives you so many options on your Batman figure. And if you're in the groups and you get one guy like saying, show me your wired cape poses, you know, and everyone posts their photos, you see some magnificent shots that you didn't even think were possible for the real Batman, never mind the bloody figure. That's how good some of these guys are at posing. Clipper King, I always mention him, he's like that. He gets poses that you think, no man, you shouldn't be able to do that. You must go check him out. Dean Knight as well, you often hear me mention him. He gets some very dope Batman poses and Joker poses. But I'm getting there, slowly but surely. I'm getting there. Showing off my posing abilities. Quick pan up. And we'll change him out. And I think we'll use the wired cape for the sniper rifle as well. So, don't go away. I'll see you on the flip. Okay, boys and girls, that's me back. So we've got Bats holding the sniper rifle, kneeling down with his cape billowing around him. And I don't know if you can see, I changed the eyes to make him look towards this side. Looks like he's got a bit of a stiff neck. So that's the pose I've got him in, on bended knee, awaiting for the shot. That's the first time I've ever put a gun in Batman's hands. I feel guilty because his one rule is not to kill. But not this Batman. This Batman likes to kill. Well, it doesn't like it. He's not a psycho or anything, but yeah, he takes no prisoners, eh? You're either branded and thrown into Arkham Asylum or Arkham Penitentiary, or you nach, which means you're dead. As I say, the man takes no prisoners. You see what, with this cape, how many options you've actually got with the Batman. It's a funny rifle though. I don't know why it's designed like this. It's almost designed to be held in one hand and not to the shoulder, because the stock doesn't go all the way back. So I don't know if it's just for show or you're supposed to use it or what. But I'll try a standing pose with him just now. I thought with all the kerfuffle that I'd done to get him here, I had to at least show the pose. But yeah, it works, but it doesn't work, if that makes sense. He gets a straight back once you've folded him in that position, but then the back slowly starts to sag, and he starts leaning back type thing. So I'll definitely try him in a standing pose just now, or a different pose with a sniper rifle, and see how he looks then. Very nice figure to pose, actually. You've got a lot of constraint because of the cowl, so that's a bit of a mission. But as far as shoulders go, elbows, knees, I sound like that Ingram's ad. Heels and elbows, they pose quite nice. They don't give a mission at all. But body twist, body fold, neck movement, yeah, no, he's very constrained. Suppose by the suit, by the padding, and by the cowl. Now, you couldn't leave him in this position for very long in your display cabinet, because there you can obviously see the stress on the knee and the stress at the groin. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to leave him like this, but for a quick photo or video shoot like this, you're okay. As long as you're careful that you don't rip the suit or tear it trying to get it in a position that he can't go in. But other than that, yeah, A for away. Okay, let's try and get a better pose for you. Let me show you the eyes one more time. As you can see, he's looking towards the left, and it really looks like he's got a stiff neck, doesn't it? You know when you've got a stiff neck and you try and look to the side? That's what he looks like. But I shall leave you with something you don't often see, which is Batman with a gun in his hand. See you on the flip. Okay, that's me back. I was going to do another sniper rifle pose with wired cape, but then I thought, let's get Ben in on the picture. So he's got the Lucky Chandra Unreal Customs draped cape. He's got the cut cowl in his hand. And he's got the bat symbol for all of those who want to break the law in Gotham. So he's basically saying, Superman, it might be brutal, but they'll remember it, and people remember them. So if you don't like it, go back to Metropolis and bugger off. I got quite passionate there. Really dope figure to pose. I've enjoyed myself tremendously over these last few videos, posing up these figures. It's hard, eh? Like, you see this cape, it's not on right, but with this loose bottom part of the cowl, it's very difficult to get it spot on because it doesn't hold the cape down like the cowl does. So that comes with the figure, that cowl. And yeah, dope piece, man. Dope piece. That's what I say. I mean, I wouldn't like to be branded. You know, you get caught for shoplifting and you get branded. It's a bit harsh. But yeah, this is Frank Miller's take on Batman. And Frank Miller was always hard, brutal. Sin City is his. So I don't know if that explains a lot. And this movie, by the way, was the first time on cinema that Batman and Superman had been paired up. Weird, eh? You'd think they would have done it before now. But no, it was old Zack Snyder, who took Frank Miller's work and put it on the silver screen. I'm trying to think now. Maybe I should have checked before. But it's not ringing a bell that I bought that head sculpt separate and it was done by 11. But then if that's the case, then that cowl piece that's holding the cape on must be third party as well. Wow, I can't remember, eh? I'll check just now in the box. You should be able to see then what's what came with it, you know. But it's ringing a bell that this head sculpt, unless 11 did another one, and this one came with the figure. Yeah, the old age is a bitch, eh? I never used to forget anything. Comic-wise, book-wise, movie-wise, name-wise. Now I'm like a leaking sieve. And you can't get worse than a sieve that leaks. That's its whole bloody job, isn't it? Yeah, so a lot of folks think this was the best BvS cape that Unreal Customs did. I'm apt to agree, but I do love that wired cape, eh? That wired cape is beautiful. It allows you to do so much with the figure. So we'll definitely have him in a 360. So once again, please stay to the end or use the index cards and just go through from pose to pose. Moate couldn't make it any easier for you. Rather prefer it if you watch the video, like, and prefer it even more if you subscribed. But we can't force you unless I get your address, come down, kidnap you, torture you for a couple of days, and then ask you to subscribe. But I don't want to do that. I'd have Batman on my tail. I love this body. I hope they do another Affleck movie, eh? I'm looking forward to the Patterson to see what he comes up with for the Batman role. I wasn't too enamored at first, but then when you watch even the Twilight series, he wasn't bad, in the action scenes. And then I've seen him in one or two movies since then, and he's done really, really well. So I think that bodes well for the new Batman. But okay, there's that pose. I think now we can start the 360s. What do you say? What do you say? Yes? Okay. Don't go to bed dreaming of this branding bat iron. Rather focus on the 360s. I'll see you on the flip. Okay, that's just me back again. I just wanted to get this last video. I took him for the 360s at the end, and then I thought, ooh, we need that on video. So he's back on the IC Customs rooftop diorama, and he looks really dope. He's just saying to Superman, one more step and you get a grenade in the snack. So he's got the grenade launcher in his hand with the grenade. He's got a bit of a snarly face, so he's most probably really pissed off, and it's more than likely with Superman, because I've done nothing wrong. He's got the Unreal Customs wired cape, And really, when you see him in hand, in light, in the studio, he looks really, really dope, eh? You see how the suit blackens? At first I thought it was because I'm coming out the light, but it's not. It's the way the suit blends in. I mean, it's Batman. Still in a really nice pose. He looks really good. Let's see if we can get a pan shot from the top. Yeah, he looks mean, eh? Yeah, I love this figure. I say that about all the figures. I love my hobby. It really is a dope hobby. It's kept me sane. It's helped me with mental health. It's helped me, yeah. Just through the lonely years when I was here on my own, this hobby more than once saved me. Especially the lads in the Bat Chat. But also some of my mates in the groups. Those groups are really important to us collectors. It's a way of talking about our hobby and just making mates, eh? You know, with like-minded people. All buying, selling, trading, talking figures, talking upcoming releases. But yeah, this Batman, eh? He's just another level. Can you imagine if Hot Toys did a quarter scale of this, like they did with the DX12 with the Christian Bale? Yeah, I'd sell my house. I'd sell my house to get him. I was going to say I'd sell my son, but I've already sold him for the quarter scale Batman. Watch when he watches this. I bet he leaves a comment. Swine. So yeah, there he's got the grenade in his hand, look. Is it focusing for you? There we go. Bathe him with light. Bathe him with light. And now he's gone all fuzzy. So we need to get the focus back. Sorry about that. My bad. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to show you his biceps. He's got one leg, 1 foot I should say, on top of the roof ledge. He's got one perched. I'm using that transparent crotch grabber. They come in very handy, those, eh? If you want to do poses like this, they come in very handy. Okay, well, Moate is just about to start the bacon sarnies. So I'll love and leave yous. I'll leave you with a last look in Batman's deep black eyes. Is he focusing? I think he is. We'll come back out. And I'll say, please hit subscribe, please like. Leave a comment. Go mad. Go mad. Don't be scared. It's YouTube. And with that said, peace out. Okay, that's me back. I've been kerfuffling with the cape, trying to get him in a landing pose. And I think I've kind of succeeded. Only time will tell what you all think about it when you see the video. So there's he from below. There's he from the front. So I've changed the face plate. And I've also put the one arm down a bit because he would be directing where he was going to go, like a parachute. That's him from the side, so you can see the line of the body. One leg reaching down, one leg bent. And these industrial steps, they could be into the Batcave. I'm using the flight stand from Deadpool. Shame, it's always Deadpool that gets it, eh? Always take his stand away. There's he from the top. He looks like he's doing it. I wonder if he's had parachute training. South Africa, we call him parabats. Over here, they call paratroopers. Just thought I'd let you know that. This body is awesome, eh? It really holds a multitude of poses. You know, it does what it's asked to do, if that makes sense. See how the suit lightens up as soon as I come inside? And that's not because I'm inside the light zone. It's because I've got a big flashlight mounted on top here just to highlight the suit when I come in. Because believe you me, no wonder Batman picked black. Because he just blends no matter which way he turns. Change the mouth plate. So he hasn't got that snarly mouth plate anymore that he was in the last video. Put the eyes back forward. And Joe, he looks pretty impressive, eh? The suit just molds to his body. It turns like it's supposed to turn. And this cape from Unreal Customs, this wired cape, oh man, I wish I'd got it so much sooner. I know I've said that before during the video, but hey, it gives you so much more options, eh? So I'm actually in negotiations with him now to get a wired cape for my quarter scale Batman, the QS001. So I'm looking forward to that, eh? I'm actually looking forward to doing the video of the QS001. It's a nice little diorama piece, that. I picked it up on eBay. Is it Fabian's Customs or something like that? I don't see him around that much anymore, unless I'm just not in a group he's in. But it's quite a nice little bit of kit. I've used it a couple of times. Look at that cape. And as I say, it's double skinned. So it'll last the test of time, I'm sure. And I'm curious as to how he's going to work in the 360, if I can get him in a 360. Maybe change the pose up a bit and have him in a landing pose with the cape. Because he has got quite a dope landing pose. I was looking them up now online. Very similar position to Iron Man, but the cape flows behind him. You know, so almost like it's settling into place as he lands. There he goes. Yeah, he's nice, eh? Very, very nice, Peter. I know, it's a South African advert. You won't get it, but I like saying it. I just spoke to the cranky collector, Damien. He had me in stitches again. But I can't say what we were talking about, like. Not for YouTube's ears. Or any of you young collectors out there. So what do you think? I don't want to put the camera down because I'm enjoying this panning action. Let's show you the figure on a whole. I bet you that arm that's not as high as the other arm is going to bug the shit out of some people. It's starting to bug me. I thought I was being clever. Okay, so let's try and get one more little cape action going and get him in a 360, and we'll take it from there. So Okay, I'll give you one more pan. You deserve it. You've been patient. As he goes dark, so that's what you would see if you were a criminal. Is him landing just in front of you or just behind you? I'd shit myself. I'd rather have SWAT. Okay. Once again, see you on the flip. See how quick was that? How quick was that? You couldn't even breathe one breath. Okay, so now I've got him in all the lights, looking rather victorious or rather mean, depending on which way you look at him. If you come up from below, yeah, you wouldn't like to see that landing on the rooftop above you if you were a cat burglar or an armed robber or an alien. Yeah, aliens are bad as well, eh? They're not all good. Look at Paul. Oh, that's him, eh? That's Affleck to a T. As I say, I hope I never have to sell this piece. I've got so many custom capes for him and custom parts. It'd be a shame. Plus, he's like full on Grail, you know. Since I've had him, I've just, as I say, used to be Keaton and Bale, depending on what mood I was in. But Affleck, I think, has trumped them all. And I can't wait to see what Patterson does with the role. Looking at the stills and at the little leakage videos, it looks like it's going to be epic, eh? Me and Moate can't wait. And we were both on the fence until we seen. I don't like the opening scene on the trailer. I don't like that bat suit. But once he gets mean, lean, fighting machine, I like that suit where you know, where he's like just pure evil, eh? Okay. I'm sure you've had enough of BvS Batman to last you a lifetime if you've watched this whole video. But sod yous, I'm enjoying myself. Look at that, eh? Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I'm hoping so much I can get it on a 360. As I say, I've put the big extension plate on. There you see it there underneath the diorama. Fits on top of the turntable. It's mostly for DSLR cameras. But I use it gives me more space to work with, you know, instead of just a little turntable. Hey. Ish, as they say in South Africa. Ish, boss. Oh, he looks excellent, eh? I wish I had a glass cabinet to put him in like this. But then again, I wish I had a glass cabinet for my tumbler, for my 89 Batmobile. Space is an issue over here in the UK. If you're one of the working class type move, well, no, not even if you work working class, you can afford it. If you're working at a good job, I suppose. Okay, Dale, shut up. You're making a fool of yourself. Okay, boys and girls. I hope you've liked this video. I hope you like the landing pose that he did just now. This was supposed to be another one, but I couldn't get him in that position. But I'm over the moon with this one. I think it worked out really, really well, eh? So we'll end that shot with a complete view of bats getting ready to rumble. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side.